Something strange happens the moment you stop caring. Not dramatically, not all at once, quietly. Her tone shifts, her energy changes. The distance she once seemed comfortable with suddenly bothers her. You didn't argue, you didn't demand, you didn't explain yourself, you simply pulled your emotional weight back. And that's when she noticed you. What changed wasn't her feelings, it was the power dynamic. Your attention was no longer guaranteed, your reactions were no longer predictable. And unpredictability unsettles people who are comfortable controlling the emotional flow. When you stop caring, you don't become colder, you become unreadable. And unreadable men trigger uncertainty, fear of loss, and behavioral correction. That shift isn't accidental, it's psychological. And once you understand it, you never chase again. You didn't announce anything, you didn't threaten to leave, you didn't stage a conversation about feelings, you simply stopped leaning forward. And that's when her behavior changed. The silence you expected to pass unnoticed suddenly echoed. The space you created didn't relax her, it unsettled her. Here's the psychological truth. Attention creates gravity. When your care is constant, it becomes background noise. When it's withdrawn, it becomes absence. And absence forces recalibration. She wasn't reacting to your indifference as a feeling. She was responding to a change in structure. The system shifted. What was once predictable became unstable. You notice it in small ways. She checks in more. Her tone becomes careful. She mirrors your pace instead of setting it. Questions appear where certainty used to live. This isn't affection returning. It's orientation correcting. People adjust behavior when the rules they relied on no longer apply. Short truth, certainty breeds complacency. Uncertainty demands engagement. Behaviorally, your pullback removes a silent guarantee, the guarantee that you'll respond, reassure, and stabilize. Without that guarantee, she has to do work again, she has to read the room, she has to consider consequences, she has to invest. The moment you stop carrying the emotional load, it gets redistributed. The emotional shift inside you matters too. When you stop caring, you stop performing. You don't manage outcomes, you don't soothe discomfort. You let reactions land where they belong. That composure changes how you're perceived. Calm without pursuit signals self-sufficiency. Self-sufficiency commands attention. Masculine reframe is simple and exact. Caring less isn't cruelty, it's containment. You didn't withdraw to punish, you withdrew to regulate yourself. That regulation creates leverage. Not because you seek control, but because you remove dependency. When you stop caring, you stop chasing resolution. And when resolution isn't chased, it's pursued by her. This is the first lesson. Behavior changes when structure changes. Not because feelings magically transform, but because the ground under them does. What actually changed wasn't her feelings. It was the flow of attention. Your attention was the currency holding the dynamic together, and you were spending it generously, consistently, predictably. When you stopped, the economy shifted, and she felt it immediately. Here's the psychological truth. Attention regulates value. What receives steady focus becomes familiar. What becomes familiar loses urgency. Your constant emotional presence removed risk from the equation. She didn't need to earn your engagement because it was already priced in. The moment you pulled back, the price changed. You see it in her behavior. She starts offering updates you didn't ask for. She checks whether you notice something. She subtly competes for your focus. These aren't random gestures, there are bids, attempts to restore the previous flow. When attention is no longer guaranteed, effort returns. Short truth, people protect what they might lose, not what they already have. Behaviorally, this explains why caring less produces more responsiveness. You remove the free supply. Without emotional subsidies, she has to contribute. She has to show up. She has to initiate. Attention scarcity forces prioritization, and prioritization exposes intent. Inside you, something else shifts. You stop tracking reactions. You stop monitoring tone. You stop managing the emotional environment. That frees your mind. You become centered instead of reactive. And centered men don't broadcast need. They broadcast presence. Masculine reframe cuts through the confusion. Attention is not something you owe. It's something you grant. When you give it without limits, it loses power. When you give it deliberately, it carries weight. You don't need to withhold attention to manipulate. You simply stop wasting it. When attention stops being automatic, it becomes valuable again. Not because you changed who you are, but because you changed how available you were. Her behavior didn't shift because she suddenly wanted you more. It shifted because your attention stopped being free, and anything no longer free is suddenly noticed. There's a difference between feeling secure and feeling drawn. Most men confuse the two. You were offering certainty, consistent presence, predictable care, emotional availability. It felt right, responsible, mature, But certainty doesn't create pull, it creates rest, and rest slowly dissolves tension. Here's the psychological truth. Desire feeds on polarity. When outcomes are guaranteed, curiosity dies. When reactions are predictable, urgency fades. Your constant reassurance removed the edge. She didn't need to lean forward because there was nothing to reach for. Everything was already there. You feel the shift the moment you stop cushioning emotions. You're no longer explaining yourself. You're no longer smoothing discomfort. You're no longer fixing moods. And suddenly she's paying attention again. Not because she suddenly values you, but because the emotional safety net is gone. Short truth, comfort stabilizes, tension activates. Behaviorally, this is why pulling back works when chasing fails. You reintroduce uncertainty, not through games, but through self-containment. She can't read you as easily. She can't assume outcomes. She has to engage to understand where she stands. That engagement is what you were missing before. Inside you, the shift is grounding. You stop trying to be chosen. You start choosing where your energy goes. That changes posture, tone, timing. You're not withholding, you're no longer overgiving. And that restores balance. Masculine reframe is critical here. Desire isn't built by proving reliability. It's built by maintaining a center that doesn't move for approval. Security should come from your presence, not from your performance. When you stop performing, what remains is who you are. When you cared too much, you collapsed polarity. When you stopped caring, you restored it. Her behavior didn't change because you became distant. It changed because you became grounded. And grounded men don't need to chase pull. Pull returns to them naturally. When you stopped caring, something else surfaced beneath the surface. Fear. Not fear of losing you as a person, but fear of losing control of the emotional environment. Before your reactions were predictable, your care was reliable. She knew how to move you, when to pull, when to push. That certainty gave her leverage. Here's the psychological truth. People grow attached to what they can regulate. When you removed your emotional availability, you removed her ability to steer the dynamic. And loss of control creates anxiety. Not attraction at first, discomfort. A need to restore balance. You see it in the shift. She asks more questions. She tests more subtly. She watches your responses closely. Sometimes she provokes. Sometimes she softens. These aren't contradictions, they're strategies. Attempts to figure out where she stands now that the old rules don't work. Short truth, control feels like safety to the insecure. Behaviorally, this explains why behavior changes don't always look affectionate. Sometimes they look reactive, moodier, more alert. She's recalibrating. When emotional influence is removed, the nervous system searches for it again. The absence is louder than your presence ever was. Inside you, something stabilizes. You stop reacting to fluctuations. You let them pass without engagement. That neutrality is powerful because it denies reinforcement. When behavior no longer produces predictable outcomes, it loses its grip. Masculine reframe is essential here. You didn't stop caring to provoke fear. You stopped caring to reclaim your center. Her response is not your responsibility. Your job isn't to manage her emotional comfort, it's to maintain your own alignment. When control disappears, true interest reveals itself. Either effort rises or distance follows. Both are clarity, and clarity is what you gain the moment you stop being emotionally manageable. When you stopped caring, you didn't just remove attention, you removed validation. That's the part most men miss. Your approval, your reassurance, your emotional reactions were confirming her position. They told her she mattered, that she was seen, that she was secure. When those signals stopped, something destabilized. Here's the psychological truth. Validation regulates self-perception. When it's steady, people feel anchored. When it's gone, they start questioning themselves. Not because you attack their worth, but because you stopped reinforcing it. And reinforcement had become expected. You notice the shift in her behavior almost immediately. She becomes more expressive, more reactive, sometimes more polished, sometimes more anxious. She might seek compliments indirectly. She might test your interest. She might create situations to see if you still notice. These are not accidents. They're attempts to restore feedback. Short truth, people chase validation they once received for free. Behaviorally, this is why your silence feels louder than your words ever did. Without your emotional confirmation, she has to source it elsewhere, or work to regain it. Either path reveals intent. If she leans in, she was invested in your perception. If she drifts, she was feeding on reassurance. Inside you, the withdrawal has a different effect. You feel lighter, less obligated. You're no longer responsible for maintaining someone else's emotional stability. That relief changes how you carry yourself. You speak when there's something to say. You engage when it matters. You're no longer filling space. Masculine reframe is direct. Validation is not something you dispense to keep others comfortable. It's something that reflects genuine alignment. When you stop giving it automatically, it regains meaning. And meaning commands respect. You didn't become distant, you became selective. And selection exposes whether connection was built on substance or on constant reassurance. When validation disappears, behavior reveals itself. When validation and control fade, testing begins. Not dramatic, not obvious, subtle, behavioral, designed to provoke a reaction that restores the old dynamic. She isn't trying to hurt you, she's trying to locate you, to see if the man who once responded instantly is still there. Here's the psychological truth. Tests are attempts to regain certainty. When emotional influence is lost, behavior becomes diagnostic. She changes tone, delays replies, mentions alternatives, acts warmer, then colder. Each move is a probe, checking whether you'll lean forward again and re-enter the role you abandoned. You notice the contradiction. One day she's attentive, the next distant. One moment inviting, the next dismissive. This isn't confusion, it's calibration. She's measuring your boundaries by touching them lightly, waiting to see if they bend. Short truth, testing appears when leverage disappears. Behaviorally, this is where most men fail. They react, they explain, they seek clarity, they try to stabilize the situation emotionally, and the moment they do, the test passes. She learns that pressure still works, that unpredictability still pulls you in, that your care can still be activated on demand. But when you don't react, the test loses power. No anger, no reassurance, no chasing, just steady presence. The uncertainty remains unresolved, and that's uncomfortable. Without feedback, the nervous system has nowhere to anchor. The behavior either intensifies or collapses. Inside you, restraint sharpens. You no longer interpret every fluctuation as meaningful. You stop assuming responsibility for emotional weather you didn't create. You stay centered, observing rather than responding. That distance is not coldness, it's clarity. Masculine reframe is critical here. Tests are not invitations to prove yourself, they're signals that the dynamic is shifting. Passing them doesn't mean engaging, it means remaining unchanged. When you stop reacting, behavior has only two options: adapt upward or fall away. Either outcome favors you, because the man who doesn't flinch becomes impossible to manage and impossible to ignore. Before you stopped caring, you were over-invested, not in a dramatic way, in a quiet, respectable way. You gave time freely, you adjusted your schedule, you carried emotional weight that wasn't yours. You believed that consistency would be rewarded, that showing up would deepen connection. Instead, it collapsed your leverage. Here's the psychological truth. Overinvestment signals dependency, not value. When you give more than is required, you reduce perceived scarcity. Your presence stops feeling chosen and starts feeling assumed. An assumption kills urgency. You see this pattern everywhere. The man who replies instantly becomes background noise. The man who rearranges his life becomes predictable. The man who explains himself loses authority. None of this happens because you are weak. It happens because you are available without condition. Short truth, what costs nothing is treated as worth nothing. Behaviorally, overinvestment trains behavior. When you absorb every fluctuation, you teach her that regulation is your job. When you fix every mood, you teach her that effort is optional. When you stay regardless of treatment, you remove consequence. The dynamic shifts quietly, until respect thins and engagement fades. The emotional shift inside you is subtle but exhausting. You feel responsible without being respected, involved without being prioritized, needed but not desired. That confusion drains energy and dulls clarity. You mistake patience for strength while your center erodes. Masculine reframe demands restraint. You don't invest to be chosen. You invest in what already reciprocates. Attention follows alignment, not effort. When you pull your energy back into yourself, something stabilizes. You stop bleeding presence, you stop chasing outcome. Overinvestment isn't love, and it's self-abandonment disguised as care. When you stop giving more than you receive, the dynamic recalibrates. Either respect returns, or the connection reveals it was never balanced. Both outcomes free you. When you stopped caring, something unexpected happened. You didn't feel empty. You felt clear. The anxiety faded. The mental noise quieted. You weren't trying to win anything anymore, and that's when power returned. Not loud power, silent power, the kind that doesn't need permission. Here's the psychological truth. Indifference restores hierarchy, not because you dominate, but because you are no longer dependent. Dependency is what collapses authority. The moment your emotional state stops hinging on someone else's reactions, you regain center. And center is magnetic. You see the effect immediately. Your words carry more weight because there are fewer of them. Your presence feels heavier because you're not trying to shape outcomes. She senses it, not consciously, but viscerally. The man who no longer needs becomes the man who can choose. Short truth, the one who cares less controls the frame. Behaviorally, indifference doesn't look like coldness. It looks like composure. You still engage, you still listen, but you don't chase clarity. You don't smooth discomfort. You don't rescue tension. You allow silence to exist without filling it. That restraint changes the dynamic faster than confrontation ever could. Inside you, something solidifies. You stop negotiating your mood. You stop measuring yourself through her reactions. You redirect attention toward your work, your body, your direction. Life expands, and expansion creates gravity. Masculine reframe is precise. Indifference is not apathy, it's sovereignty. It's choosing where your energy flows. When you stop proving yourself, you start defining yourself, and definition commands respect. At this stage, behavior shifts again. Either she leans forward, adapting to your frame, or she fades, no longer able to extract emotional return. Both outcomes confirm the same truth. You didn't lose connection by caring less. You lost dependence. And the man who isn't dependent can never be controlled. There's a final shift that happens when you stop caring, and it's irreversible. You no longer react, not out of spite, not out of strategy, but because nothing inside you needs to. Her moods pass without pulling you in. Her fluctuations no longer dictate your internal state. You've stepped out of the emotional current and onto solid ground. Here's the psychological truth. Reactivity is access. The moment someone can move your emotions on command, they have influence over you. When that influence disappears, the dynamic collapses. Not violently, cleanly. What once felt charged now feels distant. You notice it in yourself first. You don't rush to respond. You don't seek explanations. You don't argue for understanding. Silence stops feeling tense and starts feeling neutral. You're no longer trying to be seen. You're simply present. That presence, unhooked from outcome, is rare. Short truth, control ends where reaction stops. Behaviorally, this is when everything becomes clear. If she adjusts upward, respect increases, effort becomes consistent, tone stabilizes, there was real interest beneath the surface. If she drifts, escalates, or disappears, the connection was powered by attention, not alignment. Either way, you gain certainty without confrontation. Inside you, sovereignty locks in. You don't oscillate. You don't second guess. You act from clarity instead of emotion. That stability radiates outward. People respond differently, not because you demand respect, but because you no longer negotiate it. Masculine reframe completes the arc. You didn't stop caring to win. You stopped caring to reclaim yourself. The goal was never to change her behavior. It was to stop abandoning your own center. And once a man reaches this state, he doesn't fear loss. He understands choice. The man who no longer reacts cannot be managed, tested, or destabilized. He moves forward, quietly, deliberately, on his own terms. What changed wasn't her, it was you. The moment you stopped carrying the emotional load, the system corrected itself. You stopped chasing clarity and became it. You stopped managing reactions and started managing your direction. And that shift did what arguments never could. It revealed the truth. Some connections intensified, others faded. Both outcomes were information. You didn't need confrontation to get answers. You needed stillness. When you withdrew unnecessary effort, you exposed whether there was alignment or dependency. Respect either rose to meet you or dissolved without your support. This is the quiet victory most men never reach. Not dominance, not indifference for its own sake. Sovereignty. You learned that care without boundaries becomes self-erasure. That attention without intention drains you. That reacting less doesn't make you cold, it makes you grounded.